Hey everybody, I'm Andy the Kenworth Guy. Thanks for coming by the channel today. So it is dark and gloomy and rainy and crappy and wet and dirty and all those things outside right now. I have this beautiful show truck that I have to give it its day in the sun, but I also need to bring you guys videos today. So I have a special treat. We're doing a showroom tour for you guys today, and we are going to be doing a second feature on this truck when the sun decides to come out, and it's not going to be for quite some time now. So before we go and take a look at the truck, we've been running contests, and I'm sad to say it, but somebody didn't claim their prize. And so the contest for the watch is actually about a month and a half, 2 months old. I gave that guy, reached out to him several times, no response, no nothing. So I'm going to be doing a second draw for that watch right here, right now. So this watch, it's a Kenworth Fossil watch that is absolutely beautiful. I'd love to have it for myself, but I am not. I'm gonna give it away to one of my subscribers here. So I would like you to subscribe to my channel right over here. It is the Kenworth Guy on YouTube. If you subscribe to this channel and if you comment watch, W-A-T-C-H, contest, watch contest, what city and what state or what province you are watching from in this video, and I will select a random winner of this watch here in the next week or two. We also have a contest running from one of my previous videos for a W9 t-shirt if you want to get your name in on one of those, and we're going to be doing another contest next month. So be sure to be subscribing and commenting on these videos if you want to be entered. So this one is for Kenworth watch. So do watch contest, your city and your state, province that you're watching this in. And without further ado, let's go check out this sweet truck. All right, this is something that we've been waiting for a long time. As we've said, this truck was ordered February of 2021, so it's finally here, it's finally ready. It's getting picked up here in the coming week or so. I was gonna do an on-location, kind of out of the dealership video on this, but we got rain forecast for the next like week or so, And I wanted to bring this one to you here. So we're gonna do 2 videos likely on this truck here, time permitting, but let's see what this one's all about. All right. Whoo-wee. So this is our first show truck of the year. Put a note here that I've ordered, well, that's not true. I've done quite a few already, but this one here was custom ordered, custom paint design that I put on here. I remember sitting out at my parents' cabin back in January of last year, drawing different variations of this and sending it back and forth with the customer for approval, and it turned out just spectacular. So this is not a standard white. This is a off-white with a metallic pearl in it, and you have no way of knowing that because of the cloud cover we have outside. But we'll get into the specifics here. So starting up at the front here, we have the standard Texas bumper. We got the 7 grill bars all the way across. We have the JW speaker headlights changed out. We also changed the housing, the bezel. I did this on the big red studio sleeper for Yella. He had those put on. It's actually a really cool design. It's a new shroud, and then there's a turn signal clearance light kind of underneath. So kind of a neat way of doing that. Shift Products is just dressed this truck up really nice, just draped in all their chrome and lights. So this is the turn signal on the fender. We got the clear standard lights, so that's an amber on the front. We got a red on the back, and again, it's a clear with the standard LED diodes. We have the 3 watermelons on the front of the air cleaner. On the back of the air cleaner, we have the single strip light running down the back there. Or actually, yeah, there's 2, a strip there and a strip there. We ordered it with the painted extender here. So the extension piece is not stainless, so it's a nice clean classic look. It looks really sharp with the Kenworth bug right in there as well. The front axle was lowered quite a bit, so it's sitting nice and low. Changed out the rear shackle. I'll show you guys that here in a moment, and the U-bolt as well. Tons of extra paint splashed all over it as well. We have the polished DPF box, and again, I know it's dirty. It got a little bit dirty. We had to wipe it down. It was pouring rain when we pulled it into the shop here, or into the showroom. So apologize for the dirty truck, but we'll bring a shiny video of this truck to you here in the coming weeks. We put the stainless strips underneath the cab with no lights in them. So this one is just the strips, no lights, really clean look, and that's from Shift Products. And then up above, we have the exhaust pipes, the miter cuts, 6-inch wide pipes up there as well. We have the sleeper lights on the back here, sorry, the sleeper panels on the back here. And then the DPF and the fuel tank, sorry, the DEF tank and the fuel tank we had painted. The guys over at Eastside Collision, who I've been using on all my tanks for quite a while now, they've been doing just such a fantastic job. It just looks super good. And that is a beautiful color called Electric Red. So that's same as what we got up there. So that's Electric Pearl Red is the name of the color. So it's a really nice, deep, rich color there. And there is a bit of a metal flake in it as well. I'll see if I can bring it up here. It's kind of hard again to tell in the lighting that we're here. We had the rear bunk lights changed out. Again, these are the Shift Products lights, and then we had the housing along with the clear LEDs facing back. So all the lights facing back are red, everything facing forward is amber. And this is the 72-inch stand-up sleeper. As far as the frame, we got the painted frame to match the truck and the other colors there. Looks gorgeous. We got a big shout out to the guys over at Newline. They are a supplier to us for fenders and chrome pieces. They were kind enough to actually sponsor this video, so I wanted to just take a moment to thank the guys at Newline for sponsoring this video. You got to check them out. I'll put their website up on the screen here. Go check out their social media pages. You go to their Instagram and Facebook pages, and I'll put all the links in the video here and below in the description. So you got to go give them a follow, go check them out if you are interested in buying a set of Newline fenders, whether they be the deep drop as they are here, tub fenders, stainless half fenders, or whatever you want to have. They have the fenders for you. So you got to check them out. And yeah, be sure to go to their site and check them out. So again, a big thank you to the guys at Newline for sponsoring this week's video. Down here we have the blind mount. This is something that Shift Products makes. I had the guys at Eastside paint it after it was mounted, and so that is integrated into the Newline fenders, and then they provided the brackets for installation on the back end here as well. So beautiful. Again, I know it's filthy dirty. We wiped part of the frame, but not all the frame, so we got to get it all tidied up, but you get the picture here. As far as the rims here, they are the mirror polish, so these are the ones that you have to polish again. They're not Durabrights, but you can get a much nicer, brighter finish on these if you really put the elbow grease into it. So there you go. We just covered up the fifth wheel. It is a Holland Air Slide 24-inch sliding fifth wheel, 7.8-inch ride height, FW35. As far as the suspension goes, it is the 8-bag air ride, the Kenworth AG400. And then as far as the rear ends here, these are the D40-172Ps. These are the Super 40s on the rear here. As far as the brakes, it has disc brakes. And then we have the standard Kenworth mud flap with the spring on the back here. Something that I really like back here, again, it's kind of hard to see. We have the tailboard on the back with the 5 lights. Again, that's from Shift. And I had them put this closure panel in the back end. So this is kind of a one-off piece. It's not a standard stock item. It's kind of measured, cut, and then it gets sent out, designed, and installed. But it really closes in the gap there and looks really nice. I am a big fan of that. I think it looks really cool. So looking down on this side here, again, there's our Newline half fenders, the stainless deep drops, and over here we have the large fuel tank that are painted. Oh, going back to the fenders here, I do have a plan to kind of incorporate this onto this paint scheme onto this paint scheme. And you'll just have to stick around and see what happens on those fenders in the coming weeks, because I'm sure by the second video, I'll have everything done for you. So looking at this side here, we have the skinny strip underneath the door. We have to do that because of the DPF box, and we got the strip underneath the bunk there, as you can see. As far as up above, we have the Shift turn signal marker lights up in here, which I love. And then they have it on the other side too, and then the watermelons and the strip lighting on the air cleaner. As far as the visor, this is the Midwest Skinny forward bow tie, so it has a little bit of a drop on the top, straight on the bottom, just a classic look. Gotta love that. And we also have the watermelon bullet lights up on the roof. So everything matches. We have circle lights everywhere. Looks great. Something I did not mention was the air cleaners. These are the 15-inch air cleaners. I like to put those ones on where the bolts are mounted on the inside, so it's a lot cleaner. So when you are polishing your truck up for the truck shows, it's a lot easier to wipe it down, but it also looks really clean too, keeps all the bugs and guts out of there when you're driving down the road. Also, with the watermelon lights mounted against the cab here, the shield that goes over here, the elephant ears, really is kind of redundant because it'd be covered, and it covers that up, so you can't really order the trucks like that. So just something to keep in mind when you're maybe speccing or designing your own truck. So let's open up the hood. I'll show you how we did the front axle drop on this truck. So getting to the front axle drop here. So what we did is I actually subbed this work out to an alignment shop, and we have the rear shackle replaced and changed. We have shorter U-bolts put on there. We knock out a spacer, drops everything down, and then I do a full 3-axle alignment. Also need to do a full adjustment on the ride height of the rear suspension to get everything nice and level so we don't have any issues with driveline angles. So that's something that we have to deal with when we're doing that there. What we also have here, I'll just kind of showcase a few things. We have the Davco 382 Fuel Pro fuel water separator. We have the remote boost terminals, which we keep on the charging pack while the truck is in the showroom here. We have the airline connector right there for filling up the air on the truck. And then we got the X15. It is the 565 1850 torque with the Performance Series rating on that. Power steering box right here with a filter down below. And we got your washer fluid up above, and then over there is your circuits and a few fuses if you want to change those. We also have the under cab lighting, which is really nice to have in the engine compartment, so you don't have to hold your cell phone while you're checking something out. You can turn that light on, both hands free, and you're good to go. Also, just showing you down here, we have the remote lube terminal for the release bearing and the cross shaft. So over here on this side, we have your turbo. We call it the hot side of the engine. Same thing as far as the drop. We changed the shackles, the U-bolts, spacers pulled out of there as well. Something else to point out, we have the hood fender reinforcements here that basically pop right in to these guys up above, so that will basically support the fender so it's not going to crack and sag over time. Something else I like to do as well is order it with this heavy duty hood hinge reinforcement. So that basically makes it a little bit easier to open up the hood. Still tough for me to do it, but it does make it easier overall. So let's close up the hood here and I will bring this tour on the inside. All right. So here we are inside the truck now. We'll just give a quick breeze through on the interior here. We have the full gauge package, of course, kind of the standard way that I like to build trucks, with the Diamond VIT, which gives you the wood grain dash, of course, right there, as you can see. We have the leather wrap steering wheel, so that's a pretty common thing to do there. And then as far as the switches, it's fully utilized there. So the rear bunk lights on the back are right up there. We have your interior lights for the cab and the sleeper, as well as the engine fan and air traction control. Over here we have the DPF regen, PTO switch, fog lights, auxiliary lights for the air cleaners. We also have air slide for the fifth wheel, your hazards, Jake's, cruise, and then your diff locks right over there. There's your clearance and driving lights up above. And up above further we have the CB radio with the black diamond interior. One of my favorites, just looks super cool. Now what's different and special about this truck, it is the 72-inch, I'm just gonna move the carpet covers down here. 72-inch stand-up bunk, but it actually has the couch in it. So this is the Studio 72, as it would be called, with an upper bunk. So it has an upper bunk in here, as you can see. Now this also has the fridge down below, has the storage here, fridge down below, and additional storage up above, as you can see there. So this is a really quick video. Like I say, I want to give this truck its full, I don't know, I want to give it its full day of glory. It's just too nice to just do it in our showroom. I have to do this truck video off-site at a special location. I have something in mind, and just gotta wait for the weather to smarten up, but I did want to bring a video to you guys here this week. So first and foremost, I wanted to say a big thank you again to Galen Weber for purchasing this truck for me, sticking with me over the course of the last 16 or 18 months of purchasing this truck, dealing with delays, dealing with price increases, supply shortages. It's just been a process, but man, this truck has turned out really nice. We're not quite done with it. Can't wait to bring the final video to you guys. So be sure to be subscribing so you can be notified about the future video of this truck and other trucks that I'm bringing out to you. If you also want to go to my website, you can click up here, go to thekenworthguy.com and see what we have over there. All my social media platforms are listed there for you as well. So that's it for this week's video. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you on the next video. Have yourself the world's best day.